This is the I Can Do Anything podcast. I'm Colin.
And I am Bran.
What are we going to talk about today?
The lovely weather out that we're having.
See, I feel like it's a little deceptive. It looks nice, but
it's chilly.
I don't know that it's nice. The sun is out, but it is chilly. I don't think we would want to go explore out into that world that is out there.
I kind of did earlier. A little bit.
I mean, we definitely could. We've been slacking on the walks.
Well,
on
that's
the physical
the
exercise.
Fault.
Yeah, but on a day like today, where the sun was out all day, we definitely could have done it.
It was you.
It was me.
I said, "You want to go on a walk?"
I don't think you said that.
Okay. Well, I said it in my head.
Yeah, but that's not how you. That's not how I hear things that you say.
Yep.
Yeah, usually they have to be said out loud.
Thank you.
Would you want to be able to read my mind if you could?
I'm about to sneeze.
Sneeze right into the microphone.
Do I want to? No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be good for a relationship to be able to read the other human's mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't at all. I wouldn't even want to be in a relationship. I would just not want anyone to read my mind.
Oh, like
so I wouldn't.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah.
Why, do you have some fucked up stuff that goes on up there? I feel like everybody does.
Probably.
I'm reminding you, water plants.
Should we water the plants? It must be 6:30. I'm reminding you.
I'm reminding you, water plants.
You hear that, Mom? I got a reminder to water the plants.
I knew you were about to say something to your mom.
So we sat down here as we make dinner. We've got a sweet potato in the oven. We got some pork ready to go in the oven when the time is necessary, and we got some rice ready to cook when that time is necessary. And we sat down here with microphones in our hands with really no idea about what we would talk about, or with really nothing on our minds to talk about at all.
And I'm really bad with coming up with things to talk about.
I'm racking my brain right now. I'm putting my brain through that cycle of, all right, come on, Kyle, come up with an abstract thought.
Yeah.
Come up with something, buddy. You got it. I got nothing right now.
But you usually always have something, I feel like.
It'll come. The more we talk, the more that things are said with our mouths, something will come to me.
It's kind of annoying holding this thing.
You'll be okay.
Okay.
It's kind of annoying, isn't it? I don't know why we're not using the other microphones. The microphones that hold themselves. Shall we switch in the middle of it? No? Okay.
We are fine, just like you said.
I think, well, obviously, because we're together all the time, because of the coronavirus.
The what?
The coronavirus.
Heard of that, yes.
There's just, we're, number one, there's not really a lot going on in our lives, so there's really not a ton to talk about.
Do you think because of the, how'd you say it?
Coronavirus?
Do you think because of the coronavirus?
Coronavirus? Yeah. You
think we're falling out of love?
No. Do you think so?
I keep seeing things on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff about, like, funny memes, and it's like you and your significant other 30 days in a quarantine or whatever, and it's just people yelling at each other, throwing things, and just acting crazy.
Yeah, we really haven't had that. A lot of the stuff that I listen to throughout the day, people talk a lot about how either this will be really good for relationships or really bad for relationships. I don't know that it's been either for our relationship. I think really not a lot has changed. We communicate pretty well for the most part. Mm-hmm. While I'm working.
Did they say how it can be really good for a relationship?
It depends on the phase of the relationship, I think, that you're in. You know, if it's a new relationship, it could go either way. You could either spend a lot of time together and really learn a lot about each other and find out a lot of really new, cool things about each other, or finding out new things about each other could make you go, oh, I don't like that thing.
That's not what I want.
Yeah, I'm not looking for that. So, I don't know. Yeah, we're far enough into our relationship that we already know most of each other's quirks. We've lived together for full time for like a year almost now.
Wow.
Yeah. And yeah, I think the stuff that I don't know that there is really. What about me? What about living with me do you hate? Is there anything that I do that drives you crazy? Just like lifestyle wise, like habit wise, like leaving some shit on the ground or not
No.
doing something enough, or
no, I can't say that I hate anything that you do. But
would you say
like,
if you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, there's really nothing.
Yeah.
Like we both leave our clothes on the ground sometimes, but it's not for like a day ever. It's only for like a little bit. And
I think that if I do leave my clothes on the ground, you just pick it up and don't really have an issue, and vice versa. Like if there's something on the ground and I walk past it, I'll just pick it up. I think the only time that becomes an issue is if it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like if every day you walk past something of mine left on the ground, fucking here I am picking this thing up again. Yeah. How did we start talking about
what about you?
Yeah, there's nothing. But we get enough time away from each other while I'm working.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
It's not like we're just. Sometimes I feel like on the weekends during this whole thing, by the time Sunday afternoon, evening rolls around, if we haven't done a ton on Saturday and Sunday, by the end of the day on Sunday, I feel like we're both maybe ready for a little bit of space. Yeah. Although we do, I don't know. We've really just been watching movies. Now that we're through, that's what we can talk about. You want to talk about the Marvel Universe? That we've pretty much completed.
Sure.
So we started at 2008's Iron Man, and we worked our way through the Marvel movies in order. We were talking about this yesterday while we were making dinner, while we were playing some Tonk.
Oh.
What is your favorite Marvel movie that we've watched? Or I guess we've watched them all, so... It just makes, I guess, our biggest takeaway, I think, between the two of us was that it just makes so much more sense. Like, the movies were good. You and I were both pretty casual fans. We would go watch the Avengers. We went to a couple in theaters with your mom and sister, but we didn't follow it religiously. Like, we didn't go see the fringe ones. I don't even know what you would consider a fringe one, but, like, I didn't see Winter Soldier in theaters. I never saw like Thor Ragnarok in theaters.
I saw like the ones that people would talk most about. So like Iron Man and Captain America movies.
Yeah.
But I never heard a lot about people talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy. So that was one I didn't
I never
see, or
fucked
Doctor
with the
Strange or So
Guardians of the Galaxy seemed really stupid to me.
Yeah.
And it kind of is. Like, out of all the movies, I always judge it by, like, how like, if you saw it out of context, how stupid of some of those characters would look like. Like, some of those alien characters in Guardians of the Galaxy, if not for the established, like, greatness of the Marvel Universe, some of those characters would just look really ridiculous.
Yeah.
The one that really... It's Thor Ragnarok. Some of the characters in that, when they're in the I don't even remember what it's called, the universe where all the trash goes, where Hulk is and where Thor ends up, where they fight.
I don't remember what it's called, but
like,
I know what you're talking about.
The guy that is the leader in that movie, he just looks like a really off-brand character.
Yeah.
You know, like it just looks stupid.
Yeah, I've seen him in other movies where he was kind of just a funny guy, so I wasn't taking so when I was watching it, it was never like serious or anything, you know how. And
his character in the movie is that too. He's just a goofy leader of a weird world. I
like the ones, I like it when it's on Earth a lot more just because, you know, I don't like the whole I think that's probably why I
Like
didn't.
the sci-fi
Yeah.
aspect of some of the other ones. Yeah.
Not that big of a fan with those unless it's just really
the Captain
good
America
with
movies
it,
are great because of that, I think. You know, there's like that historical element to the first Captain America where it's taking place during World War II or One. I don't remember which. I was surprised at how many of them I hadn't seen. As we were watching them, I didn't realize that I never saw I never saw Iron Man 3. I never saw Avengers: Age of Ultron. So I was like missing a lot of information. Like Age of Ultron is referenced a lot just because of the Sokovia Accords in the movies that follow it up.
I was surprised that you missed those movies too. I was thinking that we were on the same, almost the
You
same
had
exact
probably
page,
seen
but
more.
I did, mainly just because Coco.
Yeah, your
I would
sister's
just go
really
with
into
her.
them. And see, mine is too,
yeah.
but I don't spend as much time with my sister as
Right.
you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so your favorite one? Just right off the top of your head.
Right off the top of my head, Age of Ultron.
Interesting.
I think I'm gonna have to go with it.
It does have most, like I said, it does like push a lot of the narrative through a lot of the movies that follow it. So it is a really important one. It's the second Avengers, right? There's 4.
Because the
first Avengers in New York, when Loki brings in what we find out later is. Do you find out in that movie that it's Thanos' troops? I feel like there is a small reference to
I don't remember.
Thanos.
I don't remember it in that one, but I know because I was waiting to hear Thanos when we started watching it because I never paid attention to that before.
Yeah, like how he was introduced.
I feel like I remember my first time recently hearing his name or whatever about that stuff was the second one, I think.
I think he's introduced
but maybe he was in the first one.
I think he's introduced in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
He was, yeah.
That's what surprised me a lot.
That was the one
those.
when he wasn't at the end of that one. Remember when we were trying to figure out when he said, "Fine, I'll do it myself." Was that the?
That was at the end of Age of Ultron. I think.
What's going on here?
I think it's just the headphones. I don't know that it's your mic cutting out. I think it's just your headphones because the headphone thingy here is loose. Yeah, that's what surprised me a lot about the Guardians of the Galaxy is we talked about this, but I think that they made a lot of the storyline go through Guardians of the Galaxy because I think they probably assumed, like we did, that those movies were not that important and kind of just dumb. And in a lot of ways they were. Because they just don't have the greatest superheroes,
yeah,
you know?
That's
Like the Guardians of the Galaxy and a lot are what makes the Guardians of the Galaxy cool, like funny, is that they're all just kind of misfits. They're like kind of odd. None of them really have that great of superpowers.
What's his name? He just has his gun and a mask that anyone can
and like a
put on
jetpack
and do it.
And he's half of human and half. The storyline in Volume 2 and the second one is a little. You find out a lot more about Quill and like why he is even if not for Volume 2 and finding out about his storyline, he sucks.
Yeah. I don't know, like still learning about him and stuff. I like the movie a little bit, but even watching him like in Avengers and stuff, I'm just like, what is this guy? Like he needs to move.
Get the fuck out of the way. And they make fun of that in Infinity War and Endgame when him and Thor meet. And Thor is this god, and he's just not
a regular guy.
Yeah, he's just
flabby.
a dude. Yeah. And then Rocket is this weapon-toting, kind of like he helps them escape the prison. They all have their niche thing. Gamora is Thanos' daughter. What's the girl's we just said it in the last
with
podcast.
the N, I think.
Nebula.
Nice. Thank you.
You want to tell people about the origin of that voice of yours?
No. Okay, so I started doing this type of voice randomly. And I was like, oh, I kind of sound like that girl from Guardians of the Galaxy, Nebula, that is made out of... What the fuck is she made out of?
She's some parts.
Just like parts of, yeah.
Yeah.
And,
she's like a car part bitch. Like, just like...
whatever she
spare
finds
parts,
that's metal,
yeah.
she puts it on. But I started doing that voice. I realized it sounded like her, and we both do it now.
Yeah.
And we...
But, yeah, it was weird how it happened, because I don't think that... I mean, we had obviously seen her in the movies and heard her voice.
Did we even start watching these movies yet when I started?
You were just doing that voice randomly, like, hello, honey. And then we watched one of the movies, like, holy shit, that's where that voice came from.
I have no idea what in my mind made me just start talking like that.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I think the best part that really like highlights that voice and like her personality is at the beginning of Endgame, when her and Tony Stark are out in space and they're playing paper football.
Yeah. She's like,
they both have such great personalities that like are very opposite.
What did you say? I had fun. Did she say
that? Yeah, I had fun.
With a straight face.
She looks so serious and like so intrigued by the game of paper football. That's what's really great about the Marvel Universe, is they're really great at putting the personalities together. Like Tony Stark's personality and her personality, just for that small 1.5, 2-minute clip of the movie, a 3-hour movie, is just like they do a really good job of making those kind of scenes where two personalities come together that you wouldn't expect to be together, and they have this like cool interaction. I can't think of any other examples where that happens, but I feel like they do a really great job of that. There's some like group ones. I don't remember. It might be the first Avengers where they're on the ship for the first time, and Captain America is going around trying to find the weapons that he thinks S.H.I.E.L.D. is, or he suspects that S.H.I.E.L.D. is making, the Hydra weapons. And Tony Stark is like questioning, like, is S.H.I.E.L.D. overreaching? Like, what is S.H.I.E.L.D. all about? And they're in that room, and him and Banner are trying to figure out what the scepter that Loki has. Mm-hmm. It's when Loki is locked up in that thing that they made for the Hulk that drops down from the ship. And they're like just bantering back and forth, and then that scene ends with the Hulk holding the scepter, or Banner at the time holding the scepter, and then they all look at him like, hey, put that thing down. There's like a lot of good back and forths throughout that, but I think they do a really good job of like blending the conversation and the interesting personalities with the, you know, ridiculous fight scenes and all that shit. That time it went out.
Here. Oh, back. No, we're not.
Fight scenes, personalities, conversations. Do you have any other moments where you think that they do a good job of that?
Oh.
Like good conversational moments, good personality moments?
I would have to think about it for a little while.
Okay, outside of an Avengers movie, what's your favorite? Because you said Ultron, out of all of them, is your favorite. So what's your favorite that's not an Avengers one?
I would have to say Iron Man.
It's really hard to decide what's the best Iron Man.
Is 3 the one with the people that are burning? Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Remember when they took the president, and then the one guys that were, was that 3? And then the second one was the guy with the swingy thingy.
Yes.
Okay. Probably 3.
The second one is the guy with the electric swingies, the whips almost. Yeah, because in 3 he builds the suits that he doesn't have to be in.
Yeah.
And then there's a shit ton of them.
Yeah.
And then he destroys them at the end. And then at the beginning of the next movie, which is Age of Ultron, there's like a bunch of them. And they kind of, well, Age of Ultron is all about that, because then Ultron makes a bunch of his own. He like makes a bunch once they blend his operating system, the Ultron one with Jarvis, and then he makes a bunch of Iron Man suits that are just like self-driven AI suits.
I don't know
basically.
which Avengers movie I like the most. I'm gonna take that back. I know, but I'm thinking about something else that you're not even. I don't even know what you just said. I was thinking about all the Avengers now, and I was like, yeah.
It's hard.
Is that the one though?
I mean, I think most people would probably say Endgame.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say that, but I don't want to be like most people.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I had to do Infinity, it would probably be Infinity War or Endgame. But I would probably pick.
I think mine is the first one, just because I have great memories with that movie.
Which one?
The first one.
The very first one?
Okay. Yeah, the first Avengers.
Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah. Those are good. They're all good. Jeez.
Yeah. I feel so stupid talking about a Marvel movie. I used to make fun of this shit. And people like really think that Marvel movies are stupid and that these superhero movies are dumb.
Yeah, I think people are idiots. I think that.
Yeah, they're good movies. Like, I know that there's directors that like Steven Spielberg, or there's like famous, like really, really great film directors
that say it's stupid?
that say that they're not really movies and that they're like it's all just CGI. And to a degree, it is CGI. But there's still really awesome film elements. There's great storytelling elements. There's
great
amazing
action
cinematography, action. There's good acting. Like it's all there.
Yeah.
I think the people that say that are people that haven't watched it all the way through. That don't see how intricate the storyline is, and how because I mean people that like fuck with the Marvel universe, like it's like a cult thing to them. Like they're so fucking into it because. The storytelling is like the whole storyline that interweaves through the whole thing is really great.
Yeah, the people that say that it's not good or whatever, I feel like they've only seen one. Yeah. And they didn't pay attention to it like that at all. Yeah. Like, I just can't see how someone can truly think that they're stupid. Yeah.
Like, it was cool to see how Nick Fury got his eye patch. Yeah. In Captain Marvel. Yeah. And it's so good because, like you said, you thought it was going to be some fucking crazy thing. He got his eye
blasted out of his head or something.
And it's just the cat just happened to scratch him just while like at the end of a battle. You know, it's like towards the end of the movie after the whole wild shit has gone down. The cat's just sitting there with him and just reaches out and pretty gently scratches him. And
I was like, this is not how this happened.
Yeah, when you said that, I didn't even really think about it or notice it.
I was waiting for that the whole movie because I saw he didn't have an eye patch. I was like, oh, they're gonna tell us. And then
that's funny.
When he got scratched, I was like, no. And then the movie was almost over. I was like, no.
Yeah, and then I think later, like pretty soon after that, they cut to not significantly, like not a lot further into the future. But like a couple days or so later when he's in his office. Yeah. And he's got his eye patch on.
You could tell his cut was just healing, getting better.
Yeah, you could still see the 3 scratches at the top and at the bottom, underneath and above the eye patch.
I think it's all just put together so well.
Yeah. What's our timer at? See, isn't this great? We didn't even think we had anything to talk about, and
50
you
seconds.
Just start moving your lips.
I know.
And something happens.
What do you think Paul's doing?
I don't know. What do you think the Noahs are doing?
Oh,
making dinner?
They closed their blinds. Yeah, they're probably making dinner. What time is it? Oh, yeah, they're definitely making dinner.
You think they're done with dinner? Or maybe just eating dinner?
They're probably just eating. Maybe. What do you think they're having? Lasagna again? Nice lasagna in the oven?
What is it, Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. I have no idea. Pizza. No, pizza's tomorrow.
Obviously.
Pizza's a Friday thing, although it is...
Are we having pizza tomorrow?
No.
Oh. Okay.
What should we have tomorrow?
Not sure.
We don't have food out for tomorrow. What does that mean? Whoa, that was loud.
Sorry. That means the meat.
Okay. you go put the meat in, and I'll read an advertisement. This episode of the I Can Do Anything podcast is brought to you by Sneaker Retort. We all buy shoes, some of us more than others, but regardless of how much the shoes you purchase cost or how often you purchase them, it's nice to know ahead of time if you're getting what you paid for. Sneaker Retort is the leading discussion board in the world for reviewing sneakers and is used by sneakerheads from Bangladesh to Machu Picchu. Learn about your favorite brands and connect with retail sellers. After your purchase, give a rating and review of the seller and the product so that those interested in that seller or a particular shoe or the brand can make an educated decision before they spend their hard-earned money. Whether you're a collector, a manual labor worker, a runner, or a fashionista, Sneaker Retort is your home for witty, sharp, angry, delighted, and incisive remarks, accusations, and satisfactory banter. Our members are passionate about footwear, so if you have a passion for what protects your souls, sign up for a free membership to receive early release notifications and our daily newsletter featuring the latest in trends and discounts around the world of kicks. This podcast is also brought to you by Sportage. Listeners of the I Can Do Anything podcast obviously love sports, although there's no sports going on right now. But the best way to keep up with the latest in all your favorite sports, leagues, teams, and players is Sportage. Sportage lets you customize alerts for all your favorites. It features articles from award-winning sports journalists and has an easy-to-use interactive layout. Download the Sportage app today. Okay, the pork is in the oven. We got what?
My feet.
Your feet are cold. I know. You just tucked them up under my legs.
Why are you acting annoyed,
Why are you doing
that?
So what, we have 45 minutes, which means we got to put the rice in about 20.
You have a timer for rice, I think.
23:30.
Nice.
Now what do we talk about? What do we watch now that we're finished with the Marvel shit?
Shit. I have no idea. I've been thinking about it all day.
Have you?
No, not all day.
How's Ozark going? You're in the beginning of the second season of Ozark.
I'm on episode 4.
Oh, so almost the middle.
I have missed many things. Like, I don't know why they need to get build a casino.
Because it can help them launder the money.
What money?
The drug money. Do you know how money laundering works, or what the purpose of it is?
I feel like you want to tell me.
Oh well, but do you know?
I mean,
do you get it through the from what they've done in the show? Yeah. So a casino is a cash business that allows for a lot of people to, I mean, that's essentially a casino is just you going somewhere and most likely you're going to lose the money that you're giving to the casino. So they can feed money through the casino, and if they say that, if people, let's say people, your feet are not going to get warm like this.
Yes, huh?
How?
Like that.
Look, your foot's like mostly exposed over here. Just because it's next to my leg doesn't mean it's going to get warm. It's working. Can you feel it working already?
Yes, I can feel warmth.
There for 4 seconds.
I can feel warmth. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's say a casino makes $10,000 in a day. You can just say that you made $20,000. So it's a good way to filter dirty money through. So that's what they just want. And since they merged with the Snells,
yes,
through their heroin cultivation and selling, then they have more money that they're going to need to clean. So getting the casino allows them to do that easier and faster because they're going to have more millions of dollars to launder.
Thank you.
What else are you missing?
I had a question for you for the future of the show that you would know the answer to probably, but I don't want to ruin it for myself.
You can ask it to me, and maybe I'll answer, maybe I won't. I probably won't, but I'm curious.
I don't think I want you to answer it.
Okay, I won't.
Does Ruth kill her dad?
Does Ruth kill her dad? What makes you think she's going to?
Because he's doing things that she does not agree with. He just walked in the store and said, I'm grabbing cigs. You want anything? And then he just...
What store?
I don't know, like a freaking... I don't know, store. Like a gas station.
Oh.
And then he just takes the cash.
Yeah.
Freaking...
He holds up the...
He's like, I forgot your coat. And then she's like, why'd you do that? And then he's just... Yeah, he put his hands on her and stuff, and she's just looking like she's not... She looks like she's getting fed up. So I think she should. Not kill him, but she should just get him arrested again.
Do you think he will?
I think something bad will happen to him. I walked in on you when you're working, when you're watching episode season 3, and I saw Ruth was in the hospital.
Yeah. She does end up in the hospital. Not for too long.
I like her.
Yeah. You didn't at the beginning, though, right?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. The character development is decent in Ozark. It's pretty good, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Jonah changes quite a bit.
Jonah's crazy. That little boy needs to chill out. He's over here. Him and his sister are... They just did something, acting like she was the mom on the phone, and he's over here hiding guns and money. And
the sister changes quite a bit too, and the only one that really stays pretty much the same is Marty. He's just pretty. He becomes a little more like cold-blooded in negotiations and things like that. Like he just seems a lot less scared of the bullshit of the cartel stuff that comes with, you know, laundering money for a cartel. But for the most part, he's the same. His wife, what's her name? Wendy. She changes a lot.
Yeah, she I just got past the part where they were trying to pass that bill or whatever, and then for the casino.
Yeah.
And then one
where
of the
she's
guys
talking with the politician in his house.
Yeah, and how he wanted her or whatever, and she comes back like, we're not going to win because he wanted me. And then Marty was like, well, what does that mean? What'd you do? And then she rolled her eyes and just walked away. I was like, not a dumb question.
Mm-hmm.
You did it before. Why wouldn't you do it again?
She's kind of a bitch. Actually, she's really a bitch. But that's part of what makes her... It's interesting because they both have very different philosophies about business. And Marty is very financially savvy, and Wendy is just kind of... I don't know. She just kind of wants to be a badass. It almost seems like she just wants to make decisions, and she wants to like have a say. She wants to like be a part of the empire.
Yeah.
So she's just kind of forcing shit, and some of it gets them in trouble. What are you at? Episode 4? I don't know what's going on, but
yes,
I should probably not say too much.
I was just about to say that.
I'm gonna just stop now.
Thank you.
Do we decide what Paul's doing out there?
He's inside building something unnecessary, probably.
Building something. We have a neighbor that lives across the street and diagonal from us. He's a great man. He's a great neighbor. He's like the all-American neighbor. He's always wandering around helping people with stuff. He's got a storage shed next to our house. And he's just always got something going on. He's retired probably in his, I don't know, mid-60s, like about my dad's age maybe. And he's just always got some shit going on. He's always doing something. He's always helping somebody out. And that's kind of what retirement is. And you make fun of me quite a bit because you say that I'm going to be him someday. I don't think of myself nearly as the handyman, fisherman
That's
type.
not what I meant, though. I meant just always on the go.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I'm just going to sit around in retirement and get fat? I can't let that happen.
No.
I got to keep pursuing hobbies, staying active.
But I just know people that, like, aren't literally always on the go. And that's just what it seems like with him. Like, he'll wake up at, like, 6 and be gone until he goes to sleep.
Yeah, but think about how much you see him, or how little, I guess, you see him.
I said probably.
Yeah, like in the grand scheme of things, you don't really see him that much. He's probably just chilling a lot.
I was just trying to make it funny, okay?
It wasn't funny, all right?
Okay, obviously. Obviously, I don't know what he's doing all the time.
Yeah. Whenever I've gone down to the water between the houses, which is next to his house, he's always just sitting there with his dog, and him and his wife are just kind of sitting there looking at the water. Man, must be a nice life living next to the water.
Yeah. You think we'll ever see that someday?
Oh yeah.
Easily.
Oh yeah. I'm 20. I bought a house really close to the water at the age of 26, 25, and then I turned 26 shortly thereafter. I'm very close. I'm right across the street from the water already. Who are you texting?
My sister.
Which one?
Mm-hmm. Jennifer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does it?
Yes.
Should we share why?
No. I don't think we need to go down that road.
I don't think we need to either. No.
All is well over here, you know?
Yeah.
I don't need to stir anything up.
Do we ever? No.
Just trying to live your life, you know?
You can put your leg down.
I'm just trying to live your life. You're just trying to live mine.
Yeah.
All I want to do is look out the window and be happy, you know?
Me too. Jeez. Me too. I truly do. But...
How long have we been doing this? About 39 minutes? Wow. That's about the normal length of an I Can Do Anything podcast if it was just me talking about hoops.
You think we should stop?
I don't know. We got 13 minutes until we need to put the rice in.
So maybe we should go a little bit longer?
I think we could stretch this thing out. I think that we need to challenge ourselves to stretch this thing out a bit.
Okay. Whatever. Let's see here. What is there to talk about? Are you Googling things to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How'd you know?
I'll do it too.
73 best things to talk about. This is fucking sad. How to start a conversation is hard, and knowing how to keep a conversation going with a girl is even harder. What you really need is a list of things to talk about when your brain fails to come up with great conversation starters. Well, don't worry. We got you covered. I fucking hate websites like this. Why am I on this?
I don't know. You should get off.
What is the craziest, most outrageous thing you ever wanted to achieve? Nope. Have your parents influenced what goals you have? These are fucking stupid. What is a fashion trend that you are really glad went away?
Remember when you had like a list of questions on Pinterest or something like that?
Did I?
I don't know.
Oh.
You had like something.
Yeah, they were like relationship questions or something like that.
We could kill time with that.
21 hilarious questions to ask your partner.
Boom. Go.
I think that was.
Should we do like?
If you could be on any reality TV show, which one would it be?
Reality?
Mm-hmm. Being on a reality TV show would suck. And would it? I mean.
What is reality? Keeping up with the Kardashians.
Nice. Reality TV, like, especially now.
We're going to go longer than 13 minutes.
What?
Nothing.
Especially now with TV not the way that it used to be. A reality TV show is just
It's skip it.
Stupid now at this point, really. You can just watch a vlog or something, or watch real people's lives, which is reality, instead of that fake shit where they're just scripting everything. Okay, I'll ask a second one. Have you ever obsessed over anything, like a toy, movie, project, person, or a problem?
Obsessed?
Yeah, have you ever obsessed over somebody other than Chris Brown?
No. I mean, I think I'm kind of obsessed with you now.
Whoa!
But in like a...
in a
not like a
way.
psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a...
You're obsessed with me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is magnificent.
I don't like saying that, though.
It sounds bad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Why would you say that you're obsessed with me? Because I'm such a big part of your life?
Yeah.
I feel like it's impossible to not think about.
Yeah, I'm just always thinking about you. If I'm always thinking about you, I feel like I'm obsessed with you.
That is probably the definition of obsessed.
Should you answer as we're going to, or?
No.
Yeah, you should. Or, well, I'm just going to have to go through it again. All right.
Have you ever obsessed over anything? Toys, movies, projects, people? I feel like I obsess over projects a lot, especially my work projects.
Yeah.
Like
That's a good one.
Like the Trying Softball All Access video. I was obsessed with that shit while I was making it.
You were.
I was having so much fucking fun, too.
That's good.
Go to the Trying Athletics YouTube page.
Yeah.
And watch Trying Softball All Access. Just watch the full-length video. It's like an hour and 10 minutes, but that's okay.
It'll be worth your while.
You don't got shit else to do.
Quarantine.
If you think about it, you know.
What about a person?
I mean, you know, what you just said. I think about you all the time, so that's probably obsession.
LeBron James?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I do think about LeBron a lot, and I do definitely watch every one of his basketball games. I fucking miss basketball.
Oh, no. Me too.
You know, I miss it, but, like, I haven't felt this, like, overwhelming, like, I just want a basketball game to be on, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it obviously sucks, but I think I've just moved on. Like, I think I've accepted that this season's not going to finish.
Good.
If I let you dress me, what would I wear on our next date? That's stupid. We wear the same shit pretty much.
That's stupid. Next.
Would you ever role play in bed?
We don't need to talk about that.
Roleplay is an interesting. It's weird. Roleplay is weird. Like, that's what you do when you run out of shit. When sex gets just like boring. And I feel like every relationship, if it's long enough, probably goes through that. I couldn't see myself doing roleplay though. I wouldn't be able to take it seriously.
Me neither. I don't.
Like, we're both not serious at all. Like, we're both we just fuck around a lot, and like very rarely have serious moments between each other. So I feel like roleplay would be really difficult.
Yeah.
Like, we would just both laugh the whole time, and none of us, like, it just wouldn't work. Yoga pants or skirts? You don't do either of those.
Yoga pants if I had to pick.
You don't even own yoga pants.
I don't.
Do you own a skirt?
No.
Wow.
Wow.
What is the most sensitive part of your body? I mean, that's obviously the clitoris.
Oh. How you?
Fucking the back of my dick head, right? It'd have to be.
What about like your armpits and stuff?
Sensitive?
You're right. You're right. I mean, it's pretty sensitive if I'm touching your armpits and stuff.
That's true. If you touch my armpits, I do be
jumping right away.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
If they're well, that doesn't make sense. If they're a memory you have of me that always makes you laugh, that's not English. Oh, is there a wow. Is there a memory you have of me that always makes you laugh? No, probably not.
That always makes me laugh?
Mm-hmm.
I have one that always makes me cry.
What?
I'm kidding. Next.
Oh, I know what one you're referencing.
What is it?
The day that
when
we
you
had
broke
to
up
break
with
up.
me. When you
We were
broke up
forced
with
to
me.
break up.
You broke up with me.
I was forced to do it, okay? I had to.
All right.
Kind of. I guess I didn't have to, but if I wanted to keep my job, I did. You know.
That kind of thing.
That type of deal. When you begin to really potentially think about it. 80 intimate questions for couples. Where's my phone?
Those questions sucked.
Oh, it's in my hand.
What?
What advice would you tell your 25-year-old self? You're not even 25. Oh, wait, you just turned... Are you 24 or 25? How old are you?
Let's think about it.
96 to...
24, all right?
Oh, okay.
What's your question?
24. What advice would you tell your 25-year-old self? You're not even 25 yet. If your future self went back in time, what would he or she tell you? That one you can answer.
If my future... What?
If your future self went back in time, what would he or she tell you?
Tell me right now.
How can you answer that?
I don't know. Yeah.
If someone gave you $100, what would you spend it on? Quick.
Moe's.
All of it?
No, not...
You really want
Not
Moe's?
all. Not all of it, but some of it. On Moe's.
Okay. Then
Right away. And then
Moe's,
I would...
But Moe's, if they gave it to you right now, Moe's is still closed.
Oh, so I have to do it right now?
Yeah, you got to spend the $100 in one purchase.
I would probably go on Amazon and find something.
For $100?
Yeah.
What would it be related to? Like a PlayStation game or two?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend any more money on this thing. For this thing.
Why would you? Yeah. PS3.
I'm trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Not anymore, though, since something's coming here soon. Thank you to Gail and Big S.
Okay, you don't have a specific thing. That's right. When is a good time to keep a secret? That's a stupid question.
Never.
What
okay.
What is your definition of cheating?
My definition of cheating is if you are doing something where you question if you should be doing it or not.
Wow. That's
At
good.
all.
Wow. But what if one person's moral compass is different than another's? Like what if I send a naked picture to a girl and to me that just doesn't register anything? It's just
if
like,
a girl sent you, wait, what?
either way. Like if I send a naked picture to a girl and then she sent one back, but to me that's just like what
like
friends
while
do.
you're with me?
Yeah. Like, different people have different moral compasses. I mean, obviously to me that would be cheating.
Oh. I mean, I feel like people they talk about that stuff. Like before the relationship, like it's cool. Like you're cool with if I bring someone home with us or whatever, or if my boss is really hot, I'm gonna just let you know that I could potentially, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
What about you?
If you feel like if you question something that you're doing, then it's probably cheating. Anything sexual that involves body parts, seeing or touching them, obviously.
Yes.
I don't know where I would draw the line, like, emotionally, though. Like, just conversation-wise. Like, what would I have to be? You'd have
like
to be talking
up
about sex. Or talking about... Like, if I took another girl out to dinner, would that be cheating? Like if I just...
Listen, when I said that I had a dream recently that you cheated on me, you just took another girl to the movies.
That's all it was?
Yeah.
Just to the movies?
But I assumed other things were going to happen, so I didn't.
Yeah, it's always the assumption that there's something else going to happen.
But yeah, no. I don't... It is...
What if I went for a walk?
I wouldn't say it's like cheating, but I just would say... If it's another girl that I don't know, like if it was
it's not
Kelsey
my friend.
King or whatever, then I'd be like,
Sarah Belote, someone like that.
But if it was some...
What if I just Yeah, okay.
What if you what?
What if I went for a walk with some random bitch? Like, just called this girl over. She came over, knocked on the door.
Don't do that. What the fuck?
We just went for a walk. Like
What
a
if?
20-minute
What
walk.
if?
Yeah, it'd be weird. It'd be definitely weird.
Yeah.
That's.
I would just. I mean, I would. If you did anything like that, that's when I would just start questioning you and all this, and then I would be like, you know what? I don't need to be. Let's just not, that kind of thing.
We don't need to cheat. What is your favorite date that we've had and why?
I think the one at Pokayan.
Oh. Why?
Don't know. It's the first one that came in my mind.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
We really haven't gone on too many
we haven't.
traditional
we went
dates. We've gone to dinner
Saboya,
several times, but really not that many. Only like a handful of times. We went to Ruby Tuesdays after a basketball game because we had coupons.
Yep. I don't know. We haven't actually gone on.
The Pokagon
we were going
one
on
was as close as it gets.
Yeah. And you drove to Garrett before we.
Yeah.
To go to Saboya's.
In the summer. Is that the Mexican restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's Acapulco, but different name.
Mm-hmm. I remember on that day we didn't have a lot to talk about. That was the one thing I remember from that date. I was nervous, and it was pretty quiet at dinner for the most part. And I got a beer and you didn't, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Whoa. Is that what you thought, for real?
Yeah. I thought, what the fuck, you're going to leave me hanging? I'm just going to drink this big fucking beer by myself.
I didn't, when you were getting the beer, I was like, I don't know if I should get a beer. I don't know why I was
It was the middle of the summer. It was like a
You know
beautiful
what?
summer day.
I know.
That's what you do. You get a beer.
I was freaking nervous, okay? I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I could tell that you were nervous, too. Could you tell that I was nervous?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Especially when I got there, when I came to your mom's apartment and picked you up, we just sat on the couch for a while, and then I think we were like, okay, well, should we go have dinner? I think something was on TV. You were just watching some fucking movie that you've seen 97 times.
Come on.
Okay, we have to go put the rice in the oven.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
We have to put the rice in, which means this podcast is over. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen, to the I Can Do Anything podcast. The coronavirus is out there, so you can't do anything right now, but you can do pretty much anything that you set your mind to.